Hi everyone, it's Miri Carbundance. Welcome back to my 365 days from eating disorder or quasi recovery to real recovery. So this is what I ate a year ago. It was still in quasi recovery. I had not started to go into real recovery yet, and so you saw this. Yeah, David had an orange juice. I only had the lower calorie Dandy Blend thing. You know, the liquid calorie thing was still something that was freaking me out. By the way, I'm also going to go into what I eat now. Like, I'll give you some impressions of my last week. I summarize a whole week of 1 year ago in this video, and then also a whole week of what I eat now in this video. So just to be clear, and don't forget to give this a thumbs up if these videos help you. So you saw the breakfast of watermelon and dates, and then this is banana smoothie with stinging nettles. The stinging nettles were just, you know, for me to follow my compulsion to actually get enough nutrients, micronutrients. And that was something like, I can only laugh about this now. I eat so many processed foods now. Like, yeah, like some meals are based on processed foods. And I am healthier than before, and I feel healthier, just energetic. In no way am I feeling like I lack anything. And here, like, I theoretically eat so much less micronutrients, but my body gets everything it needs. And I feel just so calm and so balanced and so nourished and just so not a focus on food and it's just so crazy to me that I was trying to get enough micronutrients by eating these type of meals, focusing on the most wholesome foods, but I felt not nourished at all, basically, and I certainly didn't feel healthy mentally. This was a screenshot I took on that day from Teddy Raw, some banana ice cream I made for blah 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 blah. The added cinnamon really does help balance the blood sugar. If this was my sweet treat, I would be scooping it up with celery sticks and topping it with sprouts or microgreens. I do this to add extra vitamins and minerals and additionally balance blood sugar. I try to keep my blood sugar balanced to not only have the energy boost from the fruit, but the longevity with the added greens. Like, what? Do not do that. It's like you can have fruit without anything in it. It's like, this was how orthorexic my mindset was there, that I was afraid that I cannot even eat fruit just by itself. I might have to always just combine it with greens. And I'm just so excited for my you know, this what I ate a year ago to transform into, which is going to happen, you know. This is why I make this year for you, this year of videos, to show you my transition to real recovery. And that's just something I'm really looking for. Look at this kind of frothy poop. Sorry, but I just had to. It's like, it doesn't look appetizing at all. And why did I do this to myself? It's because, and it doesn't even taste like it tastes good, and you can accustom your taste buds to everything, and I love sweet and I love fruit and everything, but like the obsession of combining everything with with greens, leafy greens, and just eat whatever the fuck you want, girl. It's like, I'm in such self-pity for myself when I see these things. Like, this type of meal, yes, it looks delicious, yes, it looks colorful, yes, like, I love fruit, but like, have a freaking bagel with butter and Nutella on top, on, you know, instead of, you know, don't eat fruit only. Like, just for your mental health and for your physical health as well, just do that instead. You saw all the ingredients that went into the smoothie, and you know, this is another screenshot, just a little thing I like to call fruit and greens and living things. Yeah, and I mean, this is basically how my meals look here in these type of videos, like 1 year ago. Do you see something? Do you see similarity? This is orthorexia, pure orthorexia. It's like, yes, you get that kind of high from looking at these things, all of the colors, eat the rainbow, you're, oh my god, I'm so healthy. It just, these feelings kind of get you high. At least that's what they did for me, but it doesn't mean anything about your health. It doesn't say anything about if you're healthy or not. If anything, it tells you that you're unhealthy. You can be so healthy that you're unhealthy. Like, health is not only physical. It's just as much, and I argue that it's much more even about mental health. Because what do you gain if you have, physical health? Perfect physical health isn't even perfect physical health when your mental health is wrecked. Another screenshot. The snack is ready. Read about why I balance my fruit with greens at each time in my post before this one. I hope you have a beautiful, just something I was talking about this morning. You are worth putting beautiful, vibrant food in your body. You're worth taking the time to prepare healthy food for yourself. I really believe that self-love can begin with how we feed ourselves. It can allow you to become clean, clear, and bright. You can become a new version of yourself, body and mind. It's like so orthorexic. How about you become a healthy person by not having an eating disorder anymore? What if you had a simple salad every day? Getting greens in your diet is a really big deal. No, it's actually not. Like, yes, have your greens if you want them, but like, don't overemphasize it so much. Don't make it higher than it has to be. They had organic green. We need vitamins and minerals and real food. What if you had a salad every day this week? What if he started to crowd out all the other crap you eat? Like, she probably didn't say that, but just in general. How about you don't have a salad every single day and it doesn't crowd out the other stuff? Actually, the other stuff is healthier for you. Like, this person, if she eats this way, like basically how I ate, 1 year ago, when you eat that way every day, then that makes something with your brain. You become afraid of everything else, and you can basically not be a normal part of society anymore. Anything that is not around these foods will give you anxiety, and it's just an eating disorder. I don't care how much you argue that this is just something you have to do for your health. This is just how nature intended us to eat. This is just what it takes to be healthy. What if it does not take that in order for you to be healthy? Like, what if we ask the opposite questions? And that's what I had to start to ask myself in order to get out of this rut that you see here 1 year ago. My dressing was basically sweet potato blended up with spices and nut butter. You see the lighter here on the side, just to show you how big and huge the bowl is. And I mean, wow, like, even the mindset of having to show how much you eat, just because you eat a lot of volume does not mean you're eating enough, does not mean you're not restricting. Something I didn't want to know or hear at that point in time. Next morning, next breakfast, oranges, strawberries, grapes, kiwis, pears. When I look at that now, it's like, yes, okay, give me the strawberries, but also give me a freaking bagel. And just, don't give me all of this volume, because it's not necessary. You do not, if anything, it fools your body. You're trying to fool your body. Yes, it's natural foods, but it's not natural to but to artificially manipulate the volume in eating the lowest calorie dense foods that there are, because that's not something that we would have done in nature. It's not. Scarcity versus abundance. How much will this cost me? And then instead you ask yourself, how much can this make me? What if I fail? Instead you ask, what if I succeed? It's too good to be true. What if it's too good to pass up? And it's just, I had to learn to go against my scarcity mindset, and it's also something that actually went away the most by me going into real recovery. My life may and has to cost something. That was the topic of phytic acid, that humans are allegedly not meant to eat seeds and grains and blah. But you have to remember that that even though phytic acid prevents some nutrients to be absorbed and it kind of blocks them, there's still more, most of the minerals are being absorbed, and it's not like you don't absorb any nutrients. It's like that doesn't speak against eating plants with that phytic acid in them at all. Next day, this is a strawberry smoothie, 2.5 liters. Wow, like, why the need to stuff myself with volume? I tell you why, because I knew if I don't do that, then I would binge on the unhealthy things, which had to happen in order for me to become healthy. So everything that I was afraid of there 1 year ago actually made me healthier. That was exactly the point. That was exactly what I needed to do. And I just could not wrap my head around that fact at that point in time yet. You see here another dressing, there's also, I don't know, it looked like a tablespoon of tahini in there. Everything weighed, unfortunately. It's not only about calories, guys. You gotta get away from that mindset. Like, as long as you're still counting calories or weighing your food, you are still teaching your brain that these things are important. It's important to control them, it's important to know about them, and that will keep you in the eating disorder and in the scarcity mindset, in the migration mode. So this is from the Frugivore Diet from Preeti, the website. Minimum calories 2,500 for females and 3,000 for males. And it's like, it looks like it's just about eating enough calories, and that's something I held on to for such a long time, and it kept me in quasi recovery, or even in my full-blown eating disorder. It's just not about the calories, it's not about the calories only. That's what I mean. That's something you have to really let go of, is that you actually do have to eat in a completely unrestricted way in order to recover fully. This statement or this belief or this idea that you can just eat as many whole foods as you want but nothing else, and then just get in enough calories is an illusion. It never helped me in any. Camera died, got stressed, got something to eat. Further it goes. Okay, so someone argues here that maybe like humans are fruitarians, but we are meant to eat more fats and also the seeds and grains. Like, just the fact that I was getting, like, I had to kind of convince myself or talk myself up to eating something else than fruit tells yourself a lot about my mental state there. Someone says it is, sorry for the ambulance. It is the body that lives in the moment, not the mind. It is the body who makes the real decisions. Yes, exactly. It's like your body will tell you, and it will tell you also in the mental hunger. It's like, that's how your body and your mind are also connected. But you have to listen to your cravings. I felt a little unwell the next day. They made themselves a ball of basil, and maybe the herbs have more of a negative effect inside a clean body. It's like, wow, like, who would have thought if you make yourself a bowl of basil, that's not what you're supposed to be doing. If you want basil, you take a bread and some butter and put the basil on top and mwah. But you don't, like, how are we thinking that just because basil makes you feel bad when you eat a whole bowl of it, it's bad for you? It's like really insane. Okay, let's get into what I ate a week ago, like now. It's just some impressions, not everything I ate during that week, just some random things. Okay, this is in the middle of the night. It's some onion bread, and I ate it with butter and also some vegan herbal butter. I put on that's so funny. I actually put on basil here. I didn't didn't actually know that. But yeah, that's funny. When I wake up in the night hungry, there's peanut butter and arugula, then I get up and eat something. It doesn't happen as much anymore, but it does happen sometimes. This is yogurt and, you know, blueberry yogurt and some latte and granola in the yogurt. This is some chocolates, some crisps that I like. Also, it's very interesting that I always crave like the cheesy and sour creamy stuff in recovery. This is schnitzel and potato and cheese and feta and mushrooms. This is some granola and cinnamon bowl, some random cucumber. There is coconut yogurt and garlic sauce. Yeah, and a lot of gravy, as you guys can see. Some breakfast like egg and milky coffee, and there was bacon and butter and also Nutella and butter. Some selfies. Tapas, one of my most favorite childhood foods. Some fruit and also some latte. This is actually a tub of, you know, a pint of ice cream. It's Magnum salty caramel. One of, like, together with the Golden Billionaire Magnum pint of ice cream, the best ice cream I have ever eaten. I am not even kidding. And I actually ate the whole tub on that day because I was feeling like it and I was craving it. This was some type of muesli I had, the random apple I sometimes crave, then these kind of cinnamon and chocolate buns, rolls, my oatmeal, chocolate oatmeal. I always have it with peanut butter as well, like not always but often, because I just like the combination. Sausage, this is like a real normal sausage. I really had to target those in recovery. Garlic sauce, some Brussels sprouts, love Brussels sprouts and love potatoes. Then also yogurt, full fat yogurt, and also tahini on top. Another chocolate oatmeal. Yeah, and here you see the date paste. Sometimes I add blueberry. This is another chocolate oatmeal. Sometimes I add blueberry yogurt or any other type of yogurt. I do love my chocolate oatmeal, but I just had to learn to really not eat it for a whole lot of time in order to use every opportunity to eat anything else, like the things that actually I was afraid of. Milky coffee. I kind of made a cheese sauce here with yogurt and cheese and feta, and then I put it on top of cauliflower, put that into the microwave and cooked it for as long as it took, so it got nice. Basically, I snagged some sausage, something I was really afraid of a year ago. This is some kind of a stew, green pea stew that David made the other day. I had a milkshake here, and then tomato salad. This is actually with dressing, like olive oil dressing, and and another milky coffee. The tomato salad thing is just something that's so interesting. I used to think of vegetables as filling myself up, and now just adding something that made the calories higher scared me 1 year ago, and now I'm just thinking of vegetables as something to add to something that used to scare me but doesn't scare anymore, which is really, really nice to see. I hope this video helped you. You guys are going to see another video on Sunday, which is a more thorough what I eat now. I think 1 week full eating from me with videos and stuff, so I hope you stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and recommend this video to someone you know who needs this, and I will see you. Bye.